There are three kinds of art fighters. There's the ones that finish everything early, around a month before. There's people who finish maybe around a week before the event. And then there's people who leave everything last minute. If you saw my last video, then you would know that I finished a week before. But some of my friends have left it last minute. So I gathered footage from each of them and put them in order on earliest to latest. But first, I have a character I want to show. It will be really quick before we move on to the other three art fighters. For those who are new to my channel, hello, my name is Devilicus, and this will be my first year in art fight. The character I'm drawing, his name is Elliot Nakari, and he is my Gachiakata OC. Specifically, he is on the frontline raiders, but he doesn't actually do much fighting. He prefers to just watch his teammates fight. He'll only really fight someone if he thinks it's worth it. His vital instrument is his hammer that he uses for his inventions. Originally, he had a whole toolbox, but a while back, his entire toolbox was stolen. So now he just has the hammer, and he treasures it more than anything. He calls it artifacts, and it has some magnetism properties. He also has connections with our friend's OC Chiharu, but because he can't pronounce his name right, he just calls him Cheetah, because he thinks it's funny. But all of this information, like relationships, goals, backstory, and even his violin instrument, are all on his profile if you guys want to go read. Thank you for listening, and we'll move on to the other three art fighters.
Hi there, I am Kathleen DeMarco. I am a PNG tuber over on Twitch. This would be my first art fight. Shocking. Currently what we can see right now, I'm currently drawing Kayla Sabetolin. This is one of the two characters that I'm running this year. I can give you a bit of information about this character in a second, but I want to answer the question that Debbie asked me first. Debbie asked me, how did I prepare for art fight? I don't know how to answer that question, admittedly. I first had to go find my Wacom tablet, which is, if you don't know what that is a drawing tablet. It's a really nice drawing tablet that I have. I found it, but then I had to buy new nibs. So I couldn't do any reference sheets until I had the new nibs. So that was fun. But the reference, the way that I prepared is, I did my reference sheets first. I'm actively doing my reference sheets right now. This reference sheet here is for Kayla. I reused my actual Sona reference for Kathleen on my art fight. I have yet to put them on my card. Do not ask me about it. I have not done a card yet. But I did my references first, and I'm gonna do my card later when I have these complete. Typically, the way that I would do my references, I would usually do all my outlining first, and then do all the coloring. But the character that you have right in front of me, which, this is Kayla Sabetolin, he is a 24-year-old bartender. Bartender and ex-military personnel. He is aromantic asexual, and he is demi-boy non-binary. Typically will go by he, they. His full name is Kayla Alexi Sabetolin, and his parents are Anastasia Sabetolin and Xavier Sabetolin. He has a qualification in mixology, and he's very stubborn, but independent, loyal, and a workaholic. I admittedly don't know how long this has been condensed to, because this is actually a really quick time-lapse that I have in front of me. Although this character gives me a crisis. He gives me a crisis quite frequently. Just with his skin tone. I will state that this reference sheet is not complete yet. I still have to finish some of the details and all that. I just wanted this done as quickly as possible, but I would say to anyone who is participating in art fight this year, and they are a beginner, or it's their first art fight, be confident. Don't be afraid. Attack everyone, and revenge back.
Hi, my name is Kat, and much like Devilicus, this year is the first time I'm joining Art Fight. I'm 16, live in the Czech Republic, am studying to become a graphic designer, and, well, I'm a massive procrastinator. Ironically enough, Devi asking us to send speed paints of our OCs finally forced me to finish the one you can see me drawing right now. My main piggy intercity character, Rieka. Admittedly, I am recording this when I am still not done preparing for Art Fight, so I can't describe to you how well prepared I think I am. I can tell you, however, how I've been preparing so far. Something that has helped me a lot is tutorials. So many tutorials. I have no idea how things work in Artfight just yet, so watching those has helped me loads. I sometimes struggle to stay motivated when trying to finish many drawings at once, so I've been taking regular breaks and doing other things like gaming with my friends or spending time with family before getting back to work. Now, about Rieka, her lore so far isn't actually my work. As stated before, she is my player character for the newly finished and released Roblox Piggy game, Piggy Intercity. Everyone's player character has the same backstory, and their stories will only begin to become more diverse in the months to come, as with more updates, players will be able to make decisions that shape their character's future in the world of Intercity. For anyone who isn't aware of the lore of Piggy, or maybe hasn't even heard of it before, I'll try my best to explain. The Piggy main game is set in an apocalyptic world where a highly infectious disease, simply called the infection by most, otherwise named Substance 128, has taken hold. It takes place on the continent of Avalia, a land intended for anthropomorphic animals, although it is not just them living there. The main game follows the story of, well, you, the player, the only known human we get to see in Avalia, and a police detective in one of the many cities scattered around the continent named Lucella. While the main storyline takes place at the very start of the infection, Intercity occurs in the post-apocalypse, 10 years after the start. In Intercity, we follow the story of an animal living in the Avalia mainland, that is the child of a working-class mother and the Minister of Public Safety, our father. Everything kicks off at the very start of the infection, serving as a game tutorial before we are transported 10 years into the future. Multiple factions have formed since the start, one of which we are introduced to right off the bat. The first faction you get to interact with is a revolutionary group of survivors that call themselves the Liberators. Not much is known about them or their history just yet, but one thing we can be sure of is that the group is hoping to take down another faction ominously named the Capital. The Capital, to cut it short, is basically Intercity's overarching dystopian villain. Lastly, the third known faction in Intercity is a military organization called the Valkyrie, whose goal is to restore peace and order in Avalia through military action. Much like the Liberators, they hope to take down the Capital, although the Valkyrie and the Liberators aren't friends, as they see the Liberators as unlawful. In the future, when more updates to Intercity come, we should be able to decide which faction we wish to join. If you couldn't already tell from the looks of her, my plan is for Rieka to join the Valkyrie. Most of this has just been me yapping about Piggy lore. I really need to get a life. Okay, that's it, bye!
Make an art fight. Profile WT me. This is my first year of art fight, and I did not prepare at all. I locked in hours before it actually hit the first from me. Gulp. The art before I start actually drawing isn't mine. One's from a TikTok obviously, and the other's made by my friend Gory Gamer, who you should totally check out. But yeah, I don't have anything much to say than Ninja watching me draw some silly guys, girls.
And that is all 3 art fighters. There was going to be someone else who had finished around the same time I did, and it was my friend who made Chiharu, but they haven't replied to my DMs. I've been trying to get footage from them for a few days now. They just haven't been answering. So, Ajax, if you're watching this, Chiharu's great, but maybe answer my DMs next time. Love you though. Aside from that, thank you everyone for watching, and we'll be seeing you in Art Fight in the next... Hold on. 7 hours! Okay, we gotta go. Everyone, bye-bye. Thank you for watching, and have a fun Art Fight. Also, don't be afraid to reply to the pinned comment with your art fight user.